May I now call upon our conference patron, Dr. Jayakumar, whose constant guidance and support have made this conference possible, to kindly address the audience.
Good morning. First of all, I didn't understand what is Winnipeg conference pattern. But knowing Subrat, I thought if I put that, this fellow will definitely come. He will not miss in the last minute. Thank you, Subrat, for inviting me here. And nice to be here in front of all the senior colleagues, directors and educationalists, as well as working professionals. Nice to be here. He said I was here before time. Incidentally, 7 to 8 months back, Mr. Pankaj Bansal, who, as the people strong, called me for a evening, some discussion followed by dinner, cocktail and dinner at 7 o'clock, somewhere very near to this area, Parel. I started at 6 o'clock from Powai. By that time, I was halfway because of traffic. After entering into this area, 8 o'clock also I could not reach the venue. Then it is 8:50. I felt so bad. Somebody is called for a discussion followed by cocktail and dinner. I should not land up at the dinner. So till 8:15 I saw. Then I called up Bansal. I said, I'm stuck up here. I could see the hotel somewhere far away, but he said, no problem, sir, you come. Everything is over, but we 2-3 people are there. You will not imagine, I reached the hotel by the time 8:30. I saw the hotel, just there was a U-turn below the flyover. I took a U-turn at 8:30, reached home at around 10:15, 10:30. Afterwards, somebody calls at Parel, I'm a little scared coming from there. So once bitten, twice shy, I started at 7 o'clock in the morning, landed up at here at 8 o'clock. That is the secret of me coming early. Otherwise, yeah. Thank you very much for this. Today, as rightly context said by Subrat, we are at a very, very different changing times, whether it is globally or in India. Especially in India, I'm extremely happy that the way which the economy is growing, the way which the government is bringing out a lot of schemes, like whether it is Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India program, investment in defense, investment in infrastructure, investment in semiconductors. Wherever there is an investment, I turn back and see we start a business there. I appreciate our agility of my leaders, etc. They know much before it what decision is happening, we are into that business. So that is the agility in which L&T operates. We are into semiconductors, we are into data centers, we are into, in addition to the EPC, we are into many new age areas. So that is the agile organization, how we keep moving forward. At the same time, there are a lot of other things happening, whether it is global issues, whether it is a Trump issue, supply chain issues, or we can call the technology changes which is happening in terms of AI, ML, etc. So when I look at a company like L&T, for us adopting to the change, embracing technology, moving into digital, AI, etc. is a necessity. Otherwise, you are out of the market, because we are in an infrastructure segment where it is an L1 tender, the lowest person gets the job, and then how you make money is based on your productivity, efficiency, how do you manage your cash flows and all those things. That is the thing. So we work extensively in bringing in technology, etc. into the operations. So when I look at 3-4 things which comes to our mind when coming to L&T, first is the night you can wake up. We have 23 companies, we have 23 CEOs. Anybody wake up and ask him what is the biggest challenge today, he will say talent, talent and talent. Getting the right talent, and we as an 80-year-old organization, most of the people are the seniors, people will be retiring. There's a next level of leadership required. We are growing at a pace which today our order backlog is 6.13 lakh crores. So, and they are into very, very new areas. So the only biggest challenge is how do I bring talent to the speed? How do I fast track my existing people and then take them out? Fast track is not just promoting them, right? We have to give the necessary input, we have to build their competencies, we have to build their skills, and that too on the job we have to do. That's where the executive education or whatever it is comes into the very, very important. Next is again automation, AI, ML, etc. bringing into the field, right? Though it is a traditional brick and mortar company, we have brought in automation at every level, right? From including safety and quality survey through drones. Okay, many of the entire plant and equipment machinery is fitted with RFIDs and sensors. So at one point, one place at Chennai or Bombay at the cockpit, we get the whole information about the equipment, the utilization, fuel usage, preventive maintenance, whatever it is there, and mobilizing those resources become. There are some of the small use cases which we are doing. So many use cases which is being done. Same way, if you look at, so what the implication to HR is, how do I train my people in those areas? Okay, if they have been doing a manual survey and taking quantities, now they have to use system, software, etc. to take quantities. They have to use BIM 3D modeling, etc. Then how do I train them continuously? So if you look at, we have, though we call Larsen and Toubro, we have 18, 19 training centers, right from the Leadership Development Academy in Lonavala. Then we have some CTA, Mad and Mysore, where we do the Central Technical Academy. Then if you look at, we have a Project Management Academy, we have a Dean, Deputy Dean, Professors, etc. Chennai and Vadodara. Then if you look at different academies, Tunnel Academy, Rail Academy, Safety Innovation School, whichever area we are there, then there is a academy, there is a professor who continuously put people through training. We follow that 70-20-10 principle. 70% of the learning happens on the job, 20% through interaction and coaching, mentoring and other things, and 10% is through the education. So we have type with different, in coming to HR, we have using a lot of technology automation. In fact, traditionally, for example, for people development, we have 270-degree feedback. Earlier it was, many of you, if you're doing 270-degree feedback, it is, you will have some 8 or 10 construct. In that, each one will be 5-6 questions. You take a 5-point scale or a 10-point scale, and you finally, when the report comes, you would have seen, for example, interpersonal effectiveness or team working, 5.3. What you self-rating is 4.3, peer rating is 4.2, and superior rating may be 4.1. So this is how it will come. On the end, you will have a list of open-ended questions answered. But it makes very difficult to make an understanding. But overall, I can say that compared to others, okay, my boss has put my interpersonal skill below and others are almost same. Whereas we used AI to make that report. Today we get a beautiful report like an astrology. The person reads it and he gets, it combines everything and gives an executive summary, then each construct-wise summary, and then it is what is your blind spot, what it is. So very nice use case of AI. Or fixing of goals. It is a very tedious process. People always procrastinate thinking that I will do later. Because, or finally if you push them in the last, otherwise I am going to close it, then he will copy last year KRA and fine tune it and submit it. And boss is also in a hurry, he will also submit it. Then over. Then that's how it is. Today we use AI. There is a role, responsibility, everything is there. The data is there in the system. The voice to text we have enabled, you have to just click, it will ask 3-4 questions. What are the key priorities the same? What are any additional roles you have taken? Some 4-5 very simple questions. He has to voice to text, he has to answer. That converts into text and again puts it across very nicely like a ChatGPT. It gives the, you can see if you want to change, again press the voice to text to speak and then save it. So once you have said okay, it will take your role, responsibility, your hierarchy, everything from the system. It will take what you have said. With that, they will give 5-6 KRAs, smart KRAs with the measure of performance, with the milestones, etc. You have to just see that if it is okay, press a button. So 15-20 minutes, your KRA is ready. People are happy, I am also happy. My KRA is also done. So that's why we effectively start using AI into the day-to-day operations. Many other things we keep doing. So learning is a continuous process. As I said, he said learning and training. We call us definitely learning and training is a big acronym for L&D. Learning is a continuous process. Organizations that learn fast compete the best. There is no doubt about it. As I said, 70-20, we also embed every training program. We use the Globe's learning cycle, like first either a concrete experience, then they reflective, they think about that, what has happened, and then give the theoretical concept, and then ask them to relook at it. So different methodology we use that so that the learning is actually practical, enforceable, and it is in the space. We have tied with a lot of institutions. Pawanji is here. We have continuous programs with IIM Nagpur. We have a 2-year MBA with IIM Ahmedabad. We have MBA programs, 2-year program with IFMR, with the SP Jain. The SP Jain person is also here. We have been running for the last so many years. We are running for our diploma people to be going to degree. They aspire to go for a degree. So we are tied up with 4 universities to doing the BE program. We have tied with IIT Chennai, IIT Delhi, as well as NIT Trichy, as well as NIT Surathkal for MTech in construction technology and management. With NICMAR, most of the people who are after joining the entire education is taken care of. It's a continuous process in addition to the management education. So, and we have also brought in program like manager as a coach. Now today coaching, mentoring takes a lot of thing. And he was talking about bite-sized learning. We use a system called, in addition to the digital learning, we have Coursera's, the Skillsoft, whatever it is, we have a lot of AI inbuilt in that, like a course builder. Like for example, in Coursera, if I have to build a course on safety, I have some PPTs, I have some manuals, I have whatever it is there, just upload it and create a course along with the quiz, etc., which is a built-in feature of that. We also use a thing called for micro-learning, what I was talking about, called Rappel, where any of the bite-sized videos or etc., whatever it is, that PDF document is uploaded, it converts into a quiz, and at any point of time, suddenly you get a pop-up like a WhatsApp. You look at it, you have one question and then 4 answers will be there, and you have to select whatever the right answer. Then it asks you, are you confident? Yes, you say it is confident, so that it again retests you, and then once you submit it, immediately says if it is correct, the flower will shower and you will get some points and leaderboard, etc. If it is not there, some other emotions will come in that. But what it does in the back end is, it is looking at what is your, at different times it gives the same question. Then if you are confident, it puts you in the 4 quadrant. You know the answer and you are confident. You do not know the answer and you are confident. That is a very dangerous sign. So if a person has which extinguisher to be used for which fire, if he shows the wrong extinguisher and he is confident also, then it's a big danger. So in the back end, we get the analytics and based on which you do the programs. So the future is continuous learning, being agile in an organization. For example, today if I am at 6 lakh crores of the order backlog, if I am looking at, we have a Lakshya plan of 2031, that is the next 5 years. Next year our current plan is over, and most of the ICs are trying to double or triple their turnover. And today if I am having X number of people, if I convert it into projects, if I have X number of projects, I need a project director, I need a planning engineer, I have a contracts person, I need a store, time office, accounts, I need a hierarchy. Suddenly if it is going to be in the next 5 years, it is going to be tripled, and 20% of my people may retire in those periods. Then I have to build that scale. Bringing people from outside and trying to, it's just difficult because of the culture and other things. Though we have to do, there is no other option. So we focus on induction, training, acclimatizing to our thing. So HR for us, that is the biggest task, looking at the future, how are we going to build the future. So continuous education, training at every level becomes a very, very important aspect. So it's a right theme, right time. very much related to, I relate very much to the theme and the topics discussed here. And I am in partnership with most of the people here. Thank you, Subrat, for this opportunity and inviting me to speak here. Thank you very much.